All right, good afternoon. I'm Barry Hamilton. I'm a continuous improvement manager here in Siemens in Norwood, Ohio. And I'm going to talk about a lot of the lean initiatives that we have going on our facility. So we're doing a lot of work around making material flow. How do we deliver material to the plant? And how do we take the purchase parts and the work in process parts that we're using? How can we deliver more efficiently? Right now we are hauling parts for about 4 miles per motor for every motor that we build. Through this initiative, we hope to reduce that to about by 60%. So we think that we can take, rather than taking a taxi cab mentality, which is like a forklift delivering material, which is usually empty half the time, we want to use bus routes. So there's a time delivery, so we have time delivery routes established in our facility, and those routes run every hour, and that operator has the responsibility of hauling both information, and he's also hauling parts. So it's a very critical role, and it's something that allows them to, so that we're delivering parts when we need them, and we're delivering them to the point where we need them. So somebody doesn't have to go searching for them, they don't have to wonder if they're going to be there, they're going to be there every hour. We have enough parts in the system so that we don't have an overabundance of parts, and then but we have enough parts so that we don't run out.
How does that affect the customer then?
So the biggest way that it affects us is that it allows us to move product to our facility faster, right? So we have more velocity. Our velocity of moving product to our facility is faster because we're not looking for parts, we're not waiting for parts to be ordered, we're not sorting through parts that we've got laying everywhere. So we want to have a very systematic plan for that, which we call plan for every part.
How do you plan for a facility like this? It's 100 years old, and you've got additions that have been added to it. I mean, how do you make adjustments for scenarios like that?
So the way you do that, the only thing in your facility that never moves is the column. So we have a plant address system. It's kind of like going to the mall. So every column has an address, whether it's a section number, so it's a number and a letter, so we can know exactly where we're standing. So then we have a kind of like where you are here kind of scenarios throughout the facility. So the concept would be that we could take anybody, my 15-year-old son, your daughter, bring them in here, and in 5 minutes they should be able to take a part and put it exactly where it needs to go.
Do you often look to employees or folks who work on the floor for input on, hey, here's some best practices, or here's something that I've seen where we can work on?
Right. So when we're working with those people, when we're going into an area, we always involve the people on the shop floor because they're the ones that understand the process the best. So if there's an issue, they'll bring it up. So we always involve them. We sometimes involve our customers. So if there's a way for us to make it easier to do business with Siemens, we'll bring our customers into these continuous improvement events and work with them as well.
And lean manufacturing is something you see across the board at Siemens.
Right, absolutely. It's something that Siemens does, and they have it called the Siemens production system. So it's something that they use to try to use a systematic approach across the board within Siemens. But there's also freedom depending on what facility you're in, the application of those tools. But it also applies not just on the manufacturing floor, but in the office processes and in materials. So those three to us are kind of like 3 gears that run together. They're all interlinked. And it includes the supplier and the customer as well, obviously.